Minecrafters, Nonsanity here, and welcome to episode 2 of OmniFactory. Today, I want to pick up right where we left off, getting the last of my quality of life items, last two, and setting out to get a little bit more in the way of resources. Let's get started. Alright, so I've got some stuff in my inventory to do some crafting. First thing, I want to make something that might look familiar. This way, there we go. Did this before to make the block detector, but now we're going to make a new scanner module range increase. So if we go to the scanner module here, we can put in a second range increase with the block scanner, which is set to diamond. And I did find lots of diamonds. But we can set that to something else and go finding something else. But the range should really, let's see. This range increase, can't see any diamonds from here, except that one over there. But let's try putting in the rare. See what we see. Not much. It just isn't much around this area. But let's make the other thing I want to do, and that is the satchel. And that's 2 tin, white wool, 3 leather. I got the tin now, but now I want to upgrade it. So let's take 2 iron, turn it into dust, 1 nickel, turn that into dust. Combine those two to get Invar, and then we'll smelt up the Invar. Put away some of my tools. I've got some tin nuggets. And I think it's like that. Yep. Satchel level 2 hardened. 2 rows. So now I can take, well, I'll just take all this stuff and put it all in there. So we've got extra tools, hammers, and all my crafting tools are with me. Might as well put my, actually not stick, yeah, sticks are fine. I could put them in there, just keep them in my inventory. I've got wood in my dank null, so I've always got that. I wonder. No, we don't have. Darn. I like having the, I forget what mod it is, random things maybe, but the specters, little ghosts that appear when you kill some mobs, and you kill them and you get ectoplasm. Specter, what is it called? Spectral anchor. I like putting that in my items to give them life. That'd be nice to have this on this, as it's got so much stuff in it. I don't want to die with it. Alright, so there's the last of that. So, I'm going to go, let's put this away, and then, let's go down deeper and see, because the rare stuff tends to be lower down. So if we scan from down here, because I still need silver, I can get rid of that old emerald bookmark. So it looks like redstone is this blue color. It looks like everything is that blue color. This one seems fairly close. Let's go down here. See what this is. Okay, it's more of the, oh, they got a cave, too. Just some more redstone, cinnamar, and ruby, which I got plenty of. Continue down the hallway. Scan here. A little bit of gold. Yeah, I can't. They all seem to be the same color for the most part. I don't want to get more redstone. Why isn't that red? Yeah, it's all the same color. Alright, so I guess I'm just going to have to check one of these out. That one looks pretty dense down there. Alright, let me dig my way down there, and I'll bring you back to show you what I find. Alright, I'm back from doing a lot of mining. Got a bunch of emerald and diamond, and the one thing I didn't find was silver. So, I think I've got enough here, 15, to buy some silver. Yes. So let's do that. Only takes 10. Then I can teach my scanner to find some. And I'm going to put 8 in there. Toss the rest into there. And put this one over here. Switch to this guy. I'm not going to find it because I don't find anything here. But, you know, with silver, I can now upgrade this furnace. What's the next one after silver? Gold. Alright, I got gold. No, I don't have gold. Or do I have gold? I don't think I got any of that. Oh, I did. Okay. So cook up 8 of that as well. Do 2 furnace upgrades. I got diamonds too, if that's the next one. Have to do all these, but that can be done here at the base. Alright, now take the fuel out or you'll lose it before breaking that. Wait for it. Okay. Wait for it. And I'm just going to guess that it takes diamonds next. Yes. Aha. My guess was good. Now you've got like, oh, it sometimes fades away. It's weird. You got 5 stacks, 5 slots for fuel. Let's, speaking of fuel, get some coal ore. Should have a lot of it. Graphite. Coal ore. Put a bunch of that into there. Oh, it's 7 slots. Get some more coal ore. There we go. And I'll just take some of this and break it down and feed it back in again. I'll just stick that in there right now. So yeah, I've done a lot of mining. Let's quickly check to see if there's any silver just nearby here. Just go down low enough that it'll find it. Alright, try from here. Nothing. Alright, well I'll go searching for it on my own. In the meantime, I think we have enough materials to get some more of the progression done in this pack. Though I may need to smelt up some materials into ingots. So let me do that, and I will be right back. And now it's Friday. It was Sunday a moment ago. Where did the time go? Yeah, work. All right, but while I haven't been able to record, I've done mining. I upgraded the rest of the furnaces, or 3 more of the furnaces, and I've been doing some experiments. Oh, and I made this thing, the framing table, from storage drawers. And I just put some diorite in there and some frame drawers. And why diorite? I don't know. It's sort of ugly, but that's what I had on me at the time. That wasn't just typical wood. I use some of my emeralds to make storage upgrades because some of these have a lot in them. I've got 32, almost 33 stacks of iron, 67, almost 68 stacks of copper, 16 of tin, 118 stacks of redstone, and 174 stacks of sugarcane, because I was experimenting with sugarcane designs. Everything I built I tore down because we'll do them together, and I'm not entirely happy with anything I made. So hopefully what I make on camera will be better. I think this one's done now. Yeah, a little bit more nickel. These are some of the other metals I've cooked up. I didn't make these Palace crystals, got them from a chest. Same with that bit of chrome dust and some of these other oddities. I've got lead, I've got silver, I've got gold. Not a lot of any of those. Diamonds, emeralds. Oh, I updated the pack. I no longer have my dev null. Oh, and supposedly the coin shop. Oh, it's still here. But there's a little note. I don't know. Something changed, I think. I can get the drawers there. I think the coin shop changed. No, it looks about the same. I think there's something else that you can do with these things, though. Haven't read the change log, but I will before the end of the episode and let you know. Yeah, I think you can, like, if you take some of these, I think there's a use for them now. Use? Ah, yeah, by putting them in different patterns, you can just directly get things. So you get a whole stack of saplings for just 3. Lots of different seeds. Ores are 5, which is what they are. Some of them are in the store too, but now for the more expensive ores, you take 5 and you get Omni Nickel, and then those, yeah, there you can get the more expensive. So these take more, and then probably at the end of this listing, yep, an Omni Quarter, and we have a gold and emerald. Alright, so there's, oh, you can get eggs. Well, I think they were in the store as well. So this is going to be a new way of getting the materials you need. That doesn't need to be the store, but I guess for maybe one more update, we'll still have this. I just noticed there's oil down in here. Alright, so back to the beginning. It's time to start doing some power and electronics. But to do that, you've probably seen a lot of other people playing this pack, maybe, and something they all say is, everybody says, make a ton of everything, because you're going to need more later. And I believe that, yes. But I also, while I have limited resources, would like to try and be more precise. So I made this thing, the crafting calculator. It's really cheap. Ink sac, redstone, iron, 6 stone. If you crouch right click with it, it changes mode. One mode, it's actually a calculator. Very nice. But if you crouch right click it, you get this. Now, I've been playing with it, and this is a history of things. I just filled the history with wool, so that it's sort of like to clear it. And it's currently got red wool in. Oh, you can erase that. So we've got a fake history here. Ignore that. These would be empty when you first make it. But let's now go to Steam, and I'm going to click the Steam in Dynamo, and now it's on my cursor, but I can't take it. I can't put it in my inventory. It's not really coming into my inventory. This is like an integration with JEI, so that you can put it here. It's a way of selecting an item. And now that I've selected it, and I say I want to make 1, it's saying, all right, to make a steam dynamo, you need a steam dynamo. That's not too useful. But that's where we're going to now teach it how to make a steam dynamo. So I'm going to hover over it, and I'm going to hit R. Oops. Yeah, the cursor was down in here. So the R went down there. Click in the empty space here. Get rid of that cursor. Now hover it over it and hit R. And here is the recipe for the steam dynamo. Hit plus. We're now in a new mode where we're adding a recipe, where the recipe is for the steam dynamo. That's the output. See, outputs. It's going to be a crafting table recipe, and this is the catalysts, just meaning things you need to use but don't get used up. And then these are all the parts you need, and it shows you I need 2 of these wrought iron gears, 2 of these copper plates, and 1 each of the excitation coil, iron furnace, and redstone transmission coil. We're happy with this. We come up here, we hit save. Now, up here I'm asking for the steam dynamo, 1 of them. It's showing me all these parts. Well, if I had those, that'd be great. But I'd like to know down to the ingot level, basically, what it's going to cost me to make a steam dynamo. So let's teach it a little farther. Let's do the excitation coil. So hover over it, hit R. There's its recipe, hit plus. 5 red alloy plates and a redstone conductant. All right, save. Now that thing is gone and it's been replaced by these 2. Let's do the iron furnace. Add that. Fine, save. Now we're getting some iron in the furnace. Adding the recipe for the furnace is not really necessary, but I'm going to do it just for completion's sake. 9 cobblestone. It looks like it has little brackets around it, meaning that it's an or dictionaried item. There we go. Let's do this conductance coil. Add that. Yep, save it. And this one. Add that. Save it. And the gear. Alright, now here we're going to get the first time we're going to be using one of these tools. And I don't like the fact that the tool gets put down here in the ingredients. It really is a catalyst. So I'm going to type Darmst for all these Darmstandtium tools that we have the defaults for. And this is the screwdriver. So I'm going to come get the screwdriver and I want to put it in the catalysts. Then I'm going to click it here and say get rid of it. So now it's a catalyst and I want to save this recipe. And I'm going to do the same thing for things like the copper plate. The copper plate takes the hammer. I'm going to remove the hammer and drag in one into the catalysts. Save that. Unfortunately, you can't drag it from here. So I have not found a way to drag it from there. You can only get rid of it and then drag another copy. Well, click and then click again to move it. Here's one more hammer. Save, and then the wrought iron rods need the file. Same thing, just using the file instead. Now all these recipes are going to have to be removed or changed later on when we've got machines to make these parts for us. But as long as we're using hand tools, this is the way I think is best to store them. All right, there we go. To make a steam dynamo, we need 4 copper, 8 iron, 12 redstone, 10 red alloy ingots. Oh, I think we need to find out more about that. 8 cobblestone, 24 wrought iron, 3 silver, and 6 gold. This red alloy ingot. Let's break that down a little farther. Oh, and you don't have to click R. You can just click on it, and it'll do the same thing as clicking R. So here we gotta have to cook it, the dust. I use a furnace as our catalyst. Save that. And now to get this dust, it's copper dust and redstone. So we're going to save that. And to get the copper dust, we can either hammer that or we're going to have the ingots. So we're going to use the mortar. But again, I don't want to do it here. I want to use that as a catalyst. There we go. So now 14 copper, 8 iron, 52 redstone. That really went up. 8 cobble, 24 wrought iron, 3 silver, 6 gold. Now this button, I think, detects what's in your inventory. So let's try that out. 14 of that. Ah, see, it's disappeared because I now have 14. We need 8 iron. I'm only going to click it 7 times. Ah, we need 1 more. Now that's gone. We need 52. I'll just get a stack. It's gone. 8 cobble. Wrought iron. How much wrought iron do I have? Well, I got more than I need there. 3 silver. There we go. And 6 gold. Now I'm going to turn that back off because I want to get just the right amount of redstone. I want to have exact amounts of everything I need here just to see. So put the excess away there. And the 24 of the... Okay. And put that back. So that is exactly what I need to make 1 steam dynamo. But I'm going to need some tools. What tools did I need? Do you remember? Don't have to. Click right here, catalysts. We'll need a crafting table, a hammer, a screwdriver, a file, a furnace, and the mortar. All right. Let's go get in my backpack here. The hammer, screwdriver, file, that. All right. And we've got furnaces, and I've got my crafting table on a stick. Now, this button shows you the steps. I skipped over this button. This just is the output, which is, there's no other output other than the thing you're making. These are the steps. So the first thing it wants us to do is make the copper dust. So how much copper dust do we need? 10. So we're going to take all but 4 of our copper and turn that into dust. All right. We can turn this check on. Now we need to make the red alloy dust, which again is like that. So 4 of that and that. Boom. Now that's going to get cooked up in a furnace. All right. So it's like step by step showing what you need to do. We're going to take the gold and the 3 silver and 8 of the wrought iron with the file. So 8 of the wrought iron, all the silver, and all the gold. Okay, this is done. So we need to make 8 wrought iron plates, 5 red alloy, and 2 copper plates. So we get out our hammer, 2 copper plates, 5 of these, and what was the, it was the wrought iron, right? 8 wrought iron. Oh, I somehow I made all my wrought iron. I thought I only put 8 up there. I could have sworn I only put 8 up there. Alright, well I've got a folder here to put spares of stuff like that. So I need a little bit more wrought iron. And it was going to make how many? 8. So that means I need 16. Alright, so 16 and the hammer. Okay, got all the plates. Steps. We're going to make 2 of these redstone conductance coils, gold rods, redstone, and 1 of these silver rods, redstone the other direction. Alright, so let's put out the redstone, gold rods, silver rods. There we go. The wrought iron gears, screwdriver plates. I mean, 2 of these. So let's make that. Screwdriver plates, rods, 2 gears. This is a new recipe in this version of the pack, I do believe. Or maybe it was iron gears. Or maybe both. I'm not sure. All right, now we can make the furnace, iron furnace, and the excitation coil. So, furnace. Oh, wrong. There we go. Furnace. Iron furnace. And, oops. As I said before, some of these recipes, if I hover over and hit A, it'll put it up here. I'm going to do that for both these two because they're complicated. And I just want to come up here and say, add that to my table. And there it is. Exactly the right amount of materials to make 1 steam dynamo. Now you can go in there and say, I want 2 more steam dynamos. And it says 28 copper, 16 iron, 104 redstone, 16 cobblestone, 48 wrought iron, 6 silver, 12 gold. And you can make sure you have all the materials you need. So that is how you use the crafting calculator from Just Enough Calculation, or at least the basics of it. If you need to edit a recipe, you can come up here and hit the magnifying glass. We're now in the All category, which is the default. You can make a new category. These are import and export. Right here. Oh, it's add recipe. So if you just wanted to add a recipe without doing one here, you could do it that way. Add label. Oh, interesting. Yeah, there's more features than I have used. Or dictionary. Placeholders. Nice. But yeah, you come in here. This is all the recipes you've currently made. And if you need to edit one, you can come up here and say edit. And move things around. Like if you forgot to remove a tool. If you forgot to remove a tool, this is the redstone conductance coil. I'm going to say where it needs a chainsaw. Save that. And now if we come back here, we see we need 4 chainsaws. We don't actually need 4 chainsaws. That's why I want to move those into the catalysts. But in this case, we're just going to remove it completely and save. Hit escape. Back to normal. And when you want to add the recipe for something else, you just drag it into this spot. Like, can we make the hardened upgrade kit? Well, let's see. Invar gears, electrical steel block. Not yet. I think the first thing we need to do is make an alloy smelter. Basic alloy smelter. So let's get back to the main screen there. Where'd it go? There it is. Basic alloy smelter. And we just need 1 to start with. So let's go ahead and add its recipe. It's going to be circuit basic, copper wire, machine hull, tin cable. All right, save that. Let's go tin cable. Save that. Rubber sheet. We're going to remove the hammer. Arms and add the hammer to the catalyst. Tin wire, snips, remove the snips, add them here. Tin plate, add the hammer, remove it here. Now if that was like an iron plate, which we already have, it would already have mixed it in. It doesn't keep the recipes individual pieces separate. They are shared between. Like here, wrought iron plate. We made some of those, didn't we? So if I add this recipe, yeah, look, it's already been turned back to ingots, and it knows we need the hammer, though we already needed the hammer for some of the other things. Machine casing. This one needs a wrench. Again, I'm going to remove the wrench. Add it as a catalyst. Copper wire. building it up from smaller wire, building it up from smaller wire, smallest wire using snips. And the plates we can already do from copper, and now we're just down to the circuit. Oh, I picked the wrong one. Because that's in the OR dictionary, whichever one we click is going to be the one to get the recipe for. And it's going to be easier just to do basic circuit. Electronic circuit. Circuit basic. Oh, that was... I almost got it. Nope. Oh, yeah, that was it. Oh. Wait till it comes back around again. There. That's the one I want. Alright, save that. Resistor. Probably use this recipe. Add it. So now red alloy cable, add that. And this is that. Remove. Might be a good idea to move all these tools over to this side so they're always available. Let's do that. All the ones I've got. The mortar. Oops. Click. Mortar, screwdriver, file, wrench, hammer, saw. That's enough for now. So now I can get rid of that and grab... Oh, and the clippers. Didn't I get those? There we go. Let's put them here. Coal dust. Get rid of that and put that one in. Coated circuit, just add that recipe. Vacuum tube, add that recipe. Glass tube, add that. As you get more and more lower end recipes like copper wire and so forth already defined, it takes less and less to add a recipe. And we'll add that one too. And we might as well add glass panes just so we know how much glass we need. I could take glass down to sand, but I'm going to leave it at glass. I'm going to consider that a basic recipe. And I'm going to take the slabs down to wood though. And can I get oak? There, that one. Nope. Ah, missed. Wait for oak. Oh, that was an oak. That one. All right. So there's what we need. 76 copper. It's a lot of copper, but thankfully I've got a lot. So I'm going to go, well, let's do this on camera again, because again, this pack is a lot of crafting. Okay, that should be 76 copper. Let's test by switching on inventory detection. Was it already on? It was already on. Alright, so I've got enough copper. I need 3 wood. I need 2 coal. I need 48 redstone. I need 6 glass. I don't think I've got any glass prepared. Don't even have much in the way of sand prepared. So let's get some gravel. Where's my gravel? There it is. And we'll go ahead and... I already have it in my inventory. Turn this into sand. And cook it up. And we need 12 to make the paper. Now, if I go ahead and make the paper, it shouldn't show up on the calculator as say, hey, what you need the sugar cane. It knows the paper replaces the sugar cane, so that's good. 22 of this. All right. 8 tin and 26 wrought iron. 8 tin. Oh, tin is up here. And 24 wrought iron. I don't have 24. So I need 5 more. I'm just going to cook up a bunch. There. I have everything I need. All right, steps. 12 copper dust. 12 copper dust. I'm not going to shift click, so that may grab it from down here or something. Still not sure about that. I know these go to become glass panes. Make the red. How much red alloy dust? 12. So 12 of that, and then I'll just dump these in there. Okay. Oops. Cook that up. I wish it remembered which mode you were in. So it's going to show me those right now because I haven't made them. I need 32 copper plates. That's what all this copper is for. There we go. We got this back. We do. So I need to make 6 of those into plates. That's why we have 12. And that probably is going to get turned into wire, right? Yep, into wire. So I need my clips. Snips. Wire cutters. Alright, there they go. Back into here, we need to make 4 tin plate and 8 wrought iron plate. So 4 tin plate and 8. Yeah, it jumped it all up there. Strange. All right. I need 5 more wrought iron plate. So it all needed to be converted. I must have remembered the wrong number. All right, I can do that. It teaches you along the way. Let's make the oak slabs. All right. Glass tubes. Now I'm going to put some of these recipes off to the side. We're going to do that one, that one, that one, that one, that one. All right, we'll leave the rest for the moment. So the glass tube, how many do I need? I forgot. 4, okay. 4 of those. So I need to make the copper wire next, probably. Coal dust, and then 32 copper wire. So make 2 coal dust and 32 copper wire. So I can use up my snips. Nope, they still have a little bit of life left in them. Okay. 10 rubber sheets. And then tin wire. So just 10 rubber sheets. Okay. Ten rubber sheets. Did I get an extra 2 rubber? It doesn't tell you when you have extra, unfortunately. Alright, tin wire. Just tin and snips. I need 4 of those. I've got 4 of that. That used up the last of my snips. I'll have to make another pair here, I think. Yeah, because I need to do the copper wire. I forget how many. It's probably all of it, but just want to make sure. So we're going to make 8 of the 2x copper wire and 4 of the full copper wire. Yeah, I don't want to do it all. 8. And 4. All right. Red alloy cable. 6 of those. Yep. We still have 4 rubber, so that's probably 4 more wires we need to make. Yep, 4 tin cables. So there's the tin cables. All right, the coated circuit board. LV machine casing is around the wrench. I gotta get out my wrench. So that was these around the wrench. LV machine casing. Coated circuit boards. 3 of those. Vacuum tube, resistor, LV machine hull. Let's go ahead and add that off to the side. All right. So I think I can make this. How many do I need? I need 3 more. All right. There we go. I do have to check the quantities. 4 vacuum tubes. 2 integrated logic circuits. 4 of vacuum tubes. 1, 2, 3, 4. And primitive circuit. 2 of those. Getting down to the wire here. LV machine hull. All right. LV machine hull. And I should have added the final product to my sidebar as well. There it is. Basic alloy smelter. And I'm going to put that right here for the moment, because this actually is not going to work to power it. Now we have excess parts here, so I'm going to put them in my excess parts folder. I just wanted a piece of cobblestone. So I think you can, oh, no. I think you can place it, no. It won't, you need a wrench to rotate it. Will this wrench work? No. Didn't think so. It's a very different sort of wrench. We need the thing to convert RF, which is what this produces, to EU, which is what this takes. And this doesn't say so. And we're going to turn off overclocking. All right, so we need to make a converter. I think that's a converter from RF to EU. No. CFE, right? Converts FE to GregTech EU. CEF. See, I would have thought that the F would be first. CEU converts the EU to FE. And EF is FE. Strange. That's not the way I would have put it. But yeah, just more of the same. Let's go ahead and add it to the calculator. There we go. Oh, it's giving us some suggestions. Basic alloy smelter, LV machine hull. No, we're just going to go with that. And we're going to click it, add its recipe. Yep. And it's already broken down a lot of the pieces for us. We'll go ahead and leave chest the way it is. We're so used to how to make that. We'll teach it that recipe, and that recipe, and that recipe with the change. Conductive energy conduits. Add that. The binder is a furnace recipe, and that is that stuff. Remove the hammer. Oh, did I put it in the right place? Yeah, I guess I did. All right, we didn't have to add as much because so many of the things were already in there. So I'm going to go ahead and follow the crafting here, make this up, and I will be right back. All right, I've made the CEF. I'm going to stand over here. When you put it down, it faces this side to you. That's where the power, the EU power comes out. So I'm going to stand over here so it's aimed at this thing. And then I'm going to break that, and I'm going to aim it at that. There we go. So now nothing's going to happen because we need batteries in here. I think that is the next thing we need to do here, the power storage. Small battery hull. So, I lost my calculator. Small battery hull. Drop it in here. We're going to need 4 of these. Recipe is as follows. Save. We need 16 tin. All right. And what do we do with it? We make 8 plates. All right. Use that to make 8 plates. What you say next? Make the small battery hulls. All right. Actually, let's add that to my sidebar. I'll probably be making more of these. Oh, I already have some red alloy cable. I guess that's what it's going to take. Yeah? Yep. Okay. So it saw that I had that in my inventory, and I don't have to make more of it. So let's go and pop those in. No, we don't pop them in yet. Now we have to load them with either cadmium, sodium, or lithium. And I think I can do the sodium. So I've got salt. Salt. How do we use the salt? Cook it up, we get salt. And smelt it again to get sodium dust. All right, so let's just put this 27 in there. Why not? And speed it up by putting some in another. I know I can upgrade these to the obsidian, and I can do 2 at once in the same interface, but you only have 2 slots or 3 slots or whatever. I'd rather have more slots. I can process a lot more material this way, and just having more of these works fine. All right, go back again. Go back again. And I guess I'm going to need about 12 to start off with. All right, so use this like that. There we go. 4 small sodium batteries. Those go in there. And now we can go get some fuel. Toss that in. Oh, this needs water too. I forgot about that. Water. We want the infinite water source. Wrought iron, 6 wrought iron plates and 2 water buckets. This will just go ahead and make it ourselves. Do I have extra wrought iron plates? I do not. And I need 6, so that's 12 for now. There, there. And I think I've got 2 water buckets in my bag. I'll have to replace them later. I like carrying around 2 full water buckets so I can make an infinite source, regular style infinite source, wherever I need to. I think I can just put that there and it'll get water. Yes, it is. Okay, up. There it goes. You can see some animation. And we're getting some EU. That means this thing should now be able to work. Now, what are the recipes? It doesn't have a recipe button in here, does it? But we can just come up here and do a use on that. There we go. So we make the glass tubes. Bronze. Bronze, bronze. We can make brass. Copper, nickel. Well, we're going to need that. That's nickel and copper. Make a red alloy ingots in here instead of in my inventory. It doesn't seem to really get you anything, except you don't have to grind up the copper. It does save a step. More bronze. More brass. Tin alloy. Tin dust and iron ingot. Tin alloy. Might need that for things. Invar. I'm interested in Invar right now. 2 iron and 1 nickel. Yeah, you can use an ingot. Well, I've got iron and I've got nickel. That's 2 iron for every 1 nickel. So we put iron and nickel in there. Aha! It is working. Welcome to the machine age. Look at that, making Invar. Did it make 3? Yeah, I guess it would, because it's going to use 2 iron. And that would get us the Invar. Because I noticed... Oh, there's one thing we can do. Magnet. We need copper nuggets. Oh, that's an upgrade to the magnet. Oh, I could have made a magnet at any time. It does need to be charged, and now we can do that, maybe? Can we charge it in this guy? Oh, let's make the magnet. And then we can upgrade it. So it's 3 iron, 2 redstone, 2 lead. Lead. And it's 3 iron. Alright. Magnet, make it, got it. Can we charge it by replacing one of the batteries? Maybe we put it in the first slot. Now it just changed which battery was getting charged. I guess it doesn't get RF in there. Alright, well, we'll have to figure out how to charge that later. That wasn't what I was going for. I hadn't looked into that at all. No, what I was looking for was the kit. Invar gears, Invar plates, electrical steel. We need to make electrical steel. That is steel and silicon. So maybe we can't do it quite yet. Fluid solid alloy smelter. Oh, yes, we can. Wrought iron and coal dust. We can do that. Let's make half a stack of steel. Well, we have to make more wrought iron. I probably should just make tons of that. More sodium. We'll save the sodium for later. So what was I doing? Oh yes, electrical steel. I need 9 electrical steel. So I'll need 9 steel. So I'll need 9 wrought iron. And 9 coal dust. So I'm going to take the mortar and pestle and make the coal dust. Oh, I ran out of mortar and pestle. I remember the recipe for that. There we go. We're going to make a macerator, so we don't have to do that all the time. All right, that's full up, so let's take that out and put in... Oop, nope. Does the order matter? What's this mean? Out of power? Oh, yeah, because I don't have a steady supply of this. Do I have another hopper? I do not. Really? Alright, let's make another hopper. For that, I need some more iron. 10 iron. Hit it with a hammer. And then, go away. You, with that. We have that recipe? No, we gotta make the chest first. Oh, that's right. You have to do the chest because it needs the hammer. Right? Did the hopper recipe change? Oh, it needs the wrench, not the hopper. Yeah, I just remembered wrong. Alright, so let's go ahead and put a stack in it. And some more stacks here. And so I'm not using the sugarcane for anything else right now. I should have used an axe. I will just put the entire thing on top of the hopper. It looks like it needs a torch up there, though I did make a mega torch, this guy over here. It's just some diamonds and wood and gold. 2 gold blocks, 2 diamonds, I think, some wood. Alright, so that'll keep this loaded up. And these last for, yeah, several seconds. 1,000, or 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's about 4 seconds each. Yeah, 300 ticks. Alright, that should be... I guess it... So the power's going in and immediately going out. Is this thing charging? Oh, it's trying to run. Alright, where's my rubber mallet? Whack you. There we go. Now, these machines, they suck up an item, and there's actually something in there, probably an invar, in process, trying to complete. But it didn't have enough and would use what power was given and then immediately die. So this is not even enough power to run this one machine. This is very much a temporary setup. But you whack it with the mallet, and that turns it off. And I can whack it again, it'll turn on. Now it's actually progressing. You can see in the tooltip. And the power is holding because there's enough of a buffer. And it's done. Yeah, there's the invar out. So now we can put the wrought iron in, make some steel. And if it looks like the yellow bar in the tooltip is going to start falling, I will whack it with the mallet to turn it off. I wonder if a lever will also work to turn it on and off. I would hope so. That would be a lot more easy to automate if should I need to have like one switch that turns off everything. Yeah, it seems to be working. Let's take a look inside. Yeah, we've got some steel. Oh, it's starting to fall. Let's whack it. It used up all the buffered energy it had. We got 4 steel. A 5th one is partially processed. Whacking it freezes its progress too, which is good. If that yellow bar got all the way down, it would have given up on all the process that it had done so far. Let's get it right to the top and whack. 5. Alright, so what was I doing with the steel? I was going to use that. I was making the kit. I wanted to make the kit. So I need 9. That's right. Electrical steel, which is steel and silicon dust. Oh, maybe I can't make silicon dust yet. Alright, so I guess it'll have to wait. I need to make a pulverizer. Then I can put a silicon ingot in there. Do I have silicon ingots? Get a silicon ingot from the silicon dust. So I maybe need a centrifuge or an electrolyzer before I can get silicon dust. Unless I can get tiny piles of silicon dust from something. Pulverization of nuggets. Nope. Nope. Yeah. Pulverization is just a secondary. Centrifuge of... Well, no, I don't have that stuff. That's the only recipe. So it's electrolyzer. Almandine, andesite, asbestos, blue topaz, emerald dust. Okay, these... I could get these dusts. Alright, so that'll be for a later time. Still, I made some steel. I made some Invar. I could not have made these without the alloy smelter. Alright, so these, and this is charging up again, so I can probably whack this and let it finish up with the 4 more. So I'm going to, I think we're going to end the episode here. We've made it to the machine and electrical age. I'm going to decide how many of these I want, what other machines I'm going to craft next. So it probably won't be too long before I start the next episode. I've got the weekend ahead of me, so you'll probably get it pretty soon. Still got power, 41%, 50, 60, 70. It's going to make it. All right, good. There we go. 9 steel. I can make tools out of this stuff. Use this. Yeah, we can make like a steel... Well, it's a mining hammer. I don't want to use that. Yeah, here we go. Steel wrench. Was that the mining hammer? Yeah, it's mining hammer. We can make a steel wrench. Yeah, there's the steel tool hammer. It's used for a lot of parts. Oh, okay, so you can't make a steel screwdriver. I notice some of the tools are restricted in what materials you can do. So it's just steel wrench and steel hammer. That has a durability of 1024. Hmm. 1024. It's the wrought iron. Oh yeah, okay. That is better. Not too much better, but it is better. Still 164 stacks. I assume that this will stop burning sugarcane as soon as this gets full. But I don't know that for sure until I get there. This overclocking, it doesn't probably matter right now since I'm so restricted in power. But the machine itself, I can't read it from here, but I can read it over here. Basic alloy smelter, voltage in 32. Low voltage. Yeah, the low voltage overclocking doesn't make much of a difference, I wouldn't think. 32 is how much it needs to run at its normal speed. Actually, each recipe is different, isn't it? So let's use basic smelter. Okay, yeah, there we go. So, all right, so 32 is the most it can take in. But, like, this recipe only takes 8. If it has 32 available, like this, the battery box here has got enough charge that it's fine. And I tell it to do this recipe. With the overclocking turned off, it'll just use the 8. If I turn the overclocking on, since it can take 32, it'll run 4 times faster and use 4 times as much energy with the overclocking on. So, it's fair game. I think that it's straight even. I haven't tested it myself, just the way I understand the way it works. Because 8 and 8 and 8 and 8 is 32. So you can get 4 of these running at the same time. Not at the same time, but running at 4 times faster. But using 32 EU a tick. Now this one's 16, so it can only do twice as fast when overclocking. This gets far more effective at higher tiers when you do these cheap recipes. And if we get up here to the Advanced Alloy Smelter 7. Oh, what was its power in? 524,000. Now divide that by 8. Wow. It'll do those tasks really, really fast. But it'll use up, 500,000 EU a tick. So hopefully by then you've got the power. All right, so we're going to wrap it up here. We've got some machines. It's very simple. No cables even. I just have them all in a row. As simple as I can make it for this starting out. And next, we're going to start making it more complicated. So, until next time, this is Nonsanity signing out. Take care, be good, and see you next time.